Good morning, how are we feeling this morning? It's a little bit grey, isn't it? So I'm hoping that I can brighten your day with a good strength and conditioning circuit this morning. Let's get those endorphins flowing and feeling good, okay? So, as always, as I always say at the start of my workouts, please make sure that you are fit and well to do this particular workout. I'm not there to appraise you. If you have any injuries or you're feeling unwell, please don't attempt this workout today, okay? Have some water on hand for the duration of the workout. You're going to need it because we're going to be working up a sweat and working pretty hard this morning. We're going to do 8 exercises in rotation. Each exercise we're going to do 3 times over, and each exercise will be working through the various muscle groups. So we shall start probably with legs, then we'll move on to the upper body, and then we'll do a full body, and then towards the end we'll do some glutes and core as well. I've done a little bit of dynamic stretching this morning. If you are doing this workout live, we are going to do a little bit of a warm-up, but if you feel the need to do a little bit of dynamic stretching to begin with, please do. Okay, so first and foremost, as I say, have your water on hand. Make sure that you're ready to go. We're going to start with a nice gentle jog on the spot. Nothing too strenuous, we're just warming up, okay? Let's get that blood flowing, get those legs moving, okay? See if we can't get those endorphins racing this morning, make ourselves feel a little bit better for a Monday. Start to kick back with those feet towards that heel. I'm going to start the week strong. If you haven't already seen it, I've put a class timetable on my Instagram page. If there's anything that you really want me to do for Friday, please let me know. Keep it going, nice and gentle. Okay, in a moment we're going to move into air squats. Get those hips warmed up. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Good. Keep it nice and dynamic. Keep that chest up, squeeze that core. Don't peak too soon, we're just warming up. Drive those heels through the floor. Two more. Then we're going to go into shoulder taps. Here we go. Down to the floor. Core nice and tight. Tap. Tap. Squeeze. By doing these exercises at the start, we're warming up each of those key muscle groups we're going to use. All of these exercises can be done body weight only. I'm going to give you some modifications as we go along. 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself up. We're going to go into jumping jacks. Keep it going. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Back into that jog. Nice and gentle. Just going to turn the music up a little bit. That's better. Thank you to Ben Sound for supplying a royalty-free soundtrack, which keeps us live. We use commercial music, we get switched off. Kick back. Keep it going, guys, you're doing really well. Feeling a bit warmer? Into those air squats. Okay, this time, I'm going to come down really slow. We're going to put our elbows on the inside of our knees and we're going to open those hips up. Gently push out on the insides of those knees. Come up halfway, squeeze, and back down. Good. Bring yourself all the way up, back into that jog. Okay, we're going to come back down to the floor. Shoulder taps. Feeling warmer? Good. Smashing this morning. It's quite a lively warm-up. Squeeze that core tight. Tap. Keep your hands light. Okay, bring yourself up. Last lot of jumping jacks. Okay, well done guys. Grab some water. Feeling nice and warm. Okay, for first exercise that we are going to do is a goblet squat. If you don't have a weight and you want to make it that little bit harder, put the time under tension. I want you to count to 5 on the way down, hold it for 3 seconds, and then bring yourself up nice and explosive, okay? If you do have a weight, you can just do them normally. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a 10-second countdown now. Here we go. Clock's going to start. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, okay? Gonna hold this nice and high. 2, 1, here we go. 1, keep that core tight, head and chest up. You can hold a bag of sugar if you like, but as I say, if you don't have any considerable weight, go down really slowly. Hold it, count for 3. 1, 2, 3, and up. Down really slowly. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1. Fantastic. Okay, that's set 1. Going to do 3 sets of each exercise. But you can see how by putting the time under tension there, you're going to make those quads work that little bit harder. It's really the only way to achieve progressive overload is by either increasing the volume or putting the time under tension. Here we go. 1, 2. You're working hard, keep it going. Looking good, guys. What a great start to the week. Drive those heels through the floor. Get that squat nice and low. The other way to achieve, make it a little bit harder, shall we say, actually, is to add a pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're rested. Got 20 seconds. So we're going to work through those key muscle groups, starting with legs. In a moment, we're going to move on to upper body. Here we go. Last set of squats. 1, 2. Going to do that pulse. 4, 5, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going, we're almost there.
3, 2, 1.
Woo! Wow, well done. Okay, quads feeling that? I know mine are. So normally if I'm goblet squatting in the gym, I'll probably use a 30 kilo dumbbell. But because I can't achieve that at home, I've probably got about 20 kilos worth. I'm not going to do that live, obviously, because no one wants to see me in that state. Right. Palms facing in, row. Gonna have this position, row backwards. Move to the side, there we go. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. If you haven't got any weight, I want you to either do a shoulder tap, a press up, or a half down up, okay? I'm gonna do a half down up with you for the next set, just to demonstrate. Squeeze that core tight, row backwards. That's it. Keep that chest up. 2, 1. Fantastic job. If you are using dumbbells, you can stick with that one for the 3 sets. It's a bit like a bent over row, but your palms are facing in. So if you are going to do a half down up for the next one, it's a bit like a burpee. Some people call it burpee, but it's not. It's not chest to floor. So you're going to have hands down, legs in a plank position. You're going to jump in, stand up. Simple as that. It's a bit more dynamic. But if you haven't got those weights, it's just going to give you a full body. Alternatively, you can do press up. My absolute favourite bodyweight exercise. If you've got no weights, this is what you need to be doing. Squeeze that core, chest to floor, push up.
3, 2, 1.
Good work. Okay, right, we've got one more set. I'm going to stick with the row just to kind of go over technique again, and then we'll move on to our next exercise. How are we all feeling? Doing really, really well. Happy Monday, yeah? Here we go. Right. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. It's a row. You don't want your elbows flaring out to the side. Keep that core tight. Head and chest up. Our next exercise is going to be a kettlebell swing. If you don't have a kettlebell and you don't have a dumbbell that you can use for the same purpose, we're going to swap it for a bodyweight exercise. So whatever you didn't do for the last one, press ups or half down ups, that's what you're going to do for the next set, okay? 3, 2, 1. Fantastic work. Well done, guys. Okay, grab some water. 2 exercises down, 6 to go. 3 sets of each. You're looking good. Okay, so as I say, I'm going to do a kettlebell swing. Here we go. Use those hips. Drive through. Keep working. Use those hips. Nice loose grip on the top of the kettlebell. You're not dislocating your shoulders. Keep it explosive. Keep it dynamic. Want to make it harder? One arm. Remember, if you don't have any weights at home, swap this for whatever you didn't do in that last round, either your press ups or your half down ups. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can do shoulder taps. I'm going to swap sides. 2, 1, swapped a bit later. Okay. Whew. Well done, guys. So, just a little reminder, if you don't have a kettlebell. Half down ups, hands on the floor, you're going to jump back in, stand up. If you did that for the last round, you can either do a full press up, chest to floor, or those shoulder taps. Here we go. You're looking good, guys. Keep it going. I was feeling a bit grey this morning. This always puts me in a good mood. Keep working. 2, 1. Woo. Okay, one more set. I'm going to move on to our next exercise, which is going to be the reverse lunge. And similarly to the goblet squat that we started with, I'm going to show you some progressions and regressions. Okay. 2, 1, here we go. Last set, 1, 2. Keep it dynamic, nice loose grip on that kettlebell. Good, keep working guys, you're doing really well. One more, swap sides. Almost there. This is round 9, you're doing really well. 2, 1, smashed it. Well done. Okay, going to need a dumbbell or something to hold if you are doing the reverse lunges weighted. If you're not, I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can do it without. Whew. Okay, just going to open the window. So, reverse lunges. Doing them body weight, you're going to take it down, you're going to pulse. 3, 4, 5, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Alternate your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that chest up. Squeeze that core tight. Doing really well. 2, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Similarly to the goblet squats, with the lunge, by adding the pulse or by slowing the tempo right down, you're going to work that a little bit harder. You want to put the emphasis on your glutes rather than your quads. You're going to lean a little bit. So when you go back, you're going to lean. If you want to do your quads, you're going to come upright. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, I'm going to use a weight this time just to demonstrate. I'm going to do it from the side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good. Keep that chest up. Squeeze. Doing amazing. Working so hard. Don't worry about the depth of your knee. And don't worry if your knee comes over your toes. 2, 1. Amazing. Smashing this morning. One more round of the reverse lunge and then we'll move on to the next exercise, which is going to be an overhead press. Okay? Again, if you don't have any dumbbells, we can swap it for a bodyweight exercise like a press up. Okay. Here we go. Last round of our lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Oh, I'm feeling those quads. Almost there. And smashed it. Well done. Okay, next exercise. Overhead press. If you want, you can do a banded bicep curl if you've got resistance bands but no weight. I'm going to use these. I'm going to start here. I'm going to squeeze my core tight. And we're going to come up. 1. Here we go. Explosive. Down with control. Squeeze that core. Up. Down with control. Whew, legs are feeling it. I'm grateful to be doing arms. Gotta keep moving, guys. It makes us feel good, especially at times like these when we need it the most. 2, 1. Smashed it. Okay, so as I say, you're doing an upper body exercise where you don't have any weights. Another thing you could swap it for would be an up-down plank. So you could lie in normal plank position, elbows on the floor, coming up and down. That's going to really work your upper body as well as your core. I'm going to stick with this one. Here we go. Squeeze up explosively, down with control. Exhale as you come down. Almost there. And we're resting. The other thing that you could do for an upper body, got one of these, side lateral raises. Pop your feet here, hold your core so you can feel it working. Bring your arm all the way up. It's going to work the underside of your arms, those triceps really, really hard. Super exercise, that one. Okay, I'm going to save that for another day. Here we go. 1, 2. Nice and explosive on the way up. That's it. Keep working. Oh, struggle's real. Arms are feeling it. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Whew. Okay. Right, we're going to move on. Next exercise is a hip thrust. So I'm going to put my bench over here, but if you've got a sofa or a sturdy chair, that will do the job. Okay. I'm going to rest myself against here, get myself in position. I'm going to put my weight on my pelvis, heels flat on the floor. I'm going to raise myself all the way up, squeeze, and back down. This is one of those exercises where if you're doing it wrong, you'll know because you won't feel it in your glutes. So you might need to reposition your feet so you can really feel that squeeze. All the way up, squeeze. It's the mid part of the top of your back that's resting on the bench, so you can use your sofa as I say for this. And back down. Okay, I'm just going to reposition the bench a little bit so you can see me from the side. There we go. Get myself in position. That's better. Whew. Very warm in here. Here we go. Round 2. Get myself up. Put your weight on your pelvis. Feet flat on the floor. Squeeze and all the way up. Keep that chin tucked in. It's not pretty, but it's necessary. Doing really well. You do this with or without a weight, and if you wanted to make it harder, if you didn't have a weight, you could do a single leg version. I can really feel my glutes activating there. Oh, squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're resting. I've got one more set of those. And then a couple of exercises. We're going to do a core one, and we're going to do test your stamina with a wall sit at the end as well. Okay, grab some water if you need to. Last set. Get yourself in position. 2, 1. Hold your weight. Squeeze. All the way up with that pelvis. Drive up and down. Keep that chin tucked in. Don't worry about your double chin. Squeeze those glutes when you hit the top. The foot position is everything. You can look like you're doing this exercise perfectly, but if you're not feeling it in the right place, you're probably not positioned correctly. Almost there. Squeeze. Drive that pelvis all the way up. 2, 1. Oh, wow. Can feel those glutes working. Okay, doing amazingly well. So that's 3 sets. The next one we're going to do 3 different core exercises in rotation. So I'm just very quickly going to move this bench. Going to start with a Russian twist. On the floor, we've done these before. Feet crossed if you can. Going to twist from side to side. Squeeze that core nice and tight. Amazing. You're doing really well. Try not to have your feet and your hips waggling about. If you can hold that position, make sure that the rotations at your torso is a twist. It's a core exercise. With your feet still on the floor, you are still going to work those oblique muscles, but they're not going to work quite as hard as they would in this position. Awesome, nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Smashed it. Okay, the next one we're going to do is a bicycle crunch. So for this one, you're going to be lying flat on the floor. You're going to have your knees, come back a little bit, have your knees at a right angle, hands just resting on your temples, and then all we're going to do is move in and out like this. Here we go. Okay, I started quite early. Squeeze those abs. Woo. Okay, now we're working. Almost there.
3, 2, 1.
And rest. Wow. And if you're not feeling those abdominals burning after that, you're not doing it right or you're not working hard enough. Okay, last one. We're going to do a dead bug. So for this one, you're going to have a similar position. You're going to lie on your back. You're going to have your knees at right angles and your arms up straight. You're going to take one arm out and one leg out simultaneously. Here we go. Keep those feet off the floor. Squeeze that core nice and tight. In and out. Fantastic. Nice and controlled. Squeeze. Feel those abdominal muscles. Amazing work.
3, 2, 1.
And rest. Wow. Okay, well done, guys. Okay, so for the last one, I'm going to show you a couple of exercises which will really test the strength of your quads. One of them's a wall sit. Going to need a good core for this as well. The other one's a pistol squat, but we're going to do a variation of it just to make it that little bit easier. Okay, I'm not even in position. Right, okay. Let me just move my mat. I'm going to slide about here. So get yourself in position. Knees nice and bent. And just going to hold that posture. How are you all feeling? Doing all right? Good. This is a really, really good test, actually, if you wanted to do a quick fitness test. Women's Health magazine did something this week where they tested how long that they could do a plank for, how long they could do a wall sit, and how many burpees they could do in a given time. It's a really good measure just to see your improvement. 2, 1. Whew. Okay, not quite jelly legs, doing all right. How'd you find those 40 seconds? Okay, so I said I was going to show you a pistol squat. Well, I've got my bench here because what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit onto it. So for this one, I'm going to start with one leg out, core tight, down and up. You're really going to see my quads working. Up, keep that chest up, nice and low. Gentle touch and up. I'm going to do this leg and then I'm going to do the other one on that last set. Ooh. Another good way that you can do this is to attach a resistance band from somewhere nice and secure like above me,
2, 1.
and you can hold it. Get as low as you can on it. Okay, so this time I'm going to work the other leg. And this one's going to do all the work. So like a resistance band above you, you can get really low with a pistol squat. It's quite a good way of doing it. But just for the purpose of not making a complete fool of myself, I'm going to do it on the bench. 1. Here we go. Last round, this round 24. You've worked so hard this morning. I'm really impressed. Got to keep this going. It's good for our body, it's good for our mind, right? Squeeze. Almost there, guys. You're doing really well. 2, 1. Smashed it. Wow, well done. They were tough, really tough exercises this morning. As always, I'm going to stretch you off. You've worked your legs super hard. So we're going to start with a quad stretch. If you've got the space to lie down on the floor with one arm out, please do so. You're going to bring that heel into your bottom and hold it there. Here we go. Squeeze. Hold it. Release and swap sides. And make sure that we work both sides. Okay. Hold it in. So as always, I always say to leave this kind of stretching, this maintenance or developmental stretching for the end of your workout. You don't want to be lengthening your muscles before you start. Always, if you can, if you've got time, a bit of mobility or dynamic stretching is always a good thing. Okay, one leg out to the side. We're going to stretch off the inner part of the thigh on your knee. You're just going to gently walk yourself forward. Feel that stretch. It should feel really good. Don't force it. A stretch should never be painful. Okay, gently walk yourself back up. Hold it there for a second, and then we're going to swap sides. Fantastic. Again, just walk yourself forward. Okay, the next one that we're going to do, just to stretch off those hip flexors, we're going to do a pigeon stretch. You're going to bring one leg underneath you. It's my absolute favourite stretch this. Okay, I'm just going to lean forward into one corner. Feel that stretch in your hip. Hold it. Gently walk yourself back up with your hands and swap sides. Walk forward, just lean, just as far as it's comfortable, don't force it. Good. Okay, just walk yourself back up gently. We're going to stretch off those triceps. And pop your palm on the upper part of your back. Just going to hold it down. Gently push down on the elbow. Okay, swap sides. Take your arms all the way behind you. Just draw those shoulder blades back together. Nice deep breaths. Okay, and we're just going to take our arm across. Hold it there. And swap sides. Well done, guys. You worked really hard this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always nice to see you. The more people I've got, the better. And don't forget, you can do this workout later. I probably will post it to my Instagram feed. If not, I will put it on my YouTube channel. Where you can do it at your leisure. Don't forget to keep well hydrated today, plenty of water, keep up the good work, keep exercising, keep smiling. We'll get through it together, and hopefully I will see you later this week. Thanks a lot.